She's the most covered like medal.
Gymnast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she got 3 gold medals this year.
Well, remember when Gabby Douglas was like a huge person in gymnastics as well a
Yeah.
few years ago? Apparently, just like our country just loves that gymnastics around Olympic season. Screw swimming, screw hockey,
Well,
screw
last
basketball.
last Olympics, wasn't it Phelps, the swimnast, or was that
I think that was the Olympics before. Phelps, I haven't heard that much about in a while.
yeah. And then I thought he did drugs.
I don't know
Probably.
because he's been like a big part of this Olympics too. Anyways, uh,
Olympics, but that's not what we're talking about.
not even close. Welcome back to Friends of Disney, our lovely friends of Disney.
Magica de Aruna.
Yep, we're back on Aruna's Magic, episode 4. That's right. Yeah.
I was like, I think they actually pronounced that right in Espanol, Portuguese.
Um, I can't remember if it's Magica or Magia, but it's
I thought it was
La-
Magica de
I
Aruna.
think it's La Magica de Aruna.
Yeah.
This episode is a fucking knockoff of Tangled.
Yes!
It is.
Okay. I was like, Mother Gothel vibes.
So, you guys, if you've seen the other three episodes we've done on this,
Door, are you possessed?
the door is on a motion sensor to unlock when people are like near it. So it keeps going off because I'm like closest to the door. Just my door.
Thunk.
Anyway, if you've seen the other episodes we covered on this as we watched through this show, it's been very confusing because you have like a lot of different storylines going on and trying to understand the world of everything's going on. And they started to kind of like collide a little
The
bit,
stories are now starting to merge.
which helps the tracking. But now this episode decided to go has starting to be a lot like Tangled.
Okay. There is another non-US TV show on Disney Plus that is a Disney show that also um like copyrights off of another Disney movie that I think we should watch.
Okay.
Because you're gonna like be like, this is this, like we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially, we've talked about in the past how mugwort is like this very special herb that the descendants, that the witches use. For the descendant, it helps keep them alive. The witches, they need to use it for spell casting. Anyways, evil lady of big corporation that can only grow the mugwort because she is ruthless.
The one that was in the red that was like manipulating the politicians and everything. Like we just so the main 4 are like trying to find like Aruna's magic. So if you saw in the first show, there was like this like ball magic-y stuff.
Kind of looks like a crystal ball.
Yeah.
And it had like fallen from the sun and gave the guardian witches their magic. And when at the very beginning of the show, where you see them turn into the tree, like they like put it in the ground and grew a tree right on top of it. And we see that the lady in red or whatever, Miss Corporation business lady, very very corrupt. She finds out that like the Mima and the 3 guardian witches are like going through these underground tunnels
To the corporation.
to the corporation and everything. But okay, backing up a little bit. Sorry, it's easy to jump in this show.
Yeah.
We first see this show opens with
The
corporation lady being like gray in the face, looking old, not looking good.
Wrinkles too. She had wrinkles.
Gray hair, and
in case none of you actually watch this and you listen, before when we first had started talking about it, I was like doing the whipping motion in my face with like magic fingers, that Mother Gothel would when she sings her song to make herself youthful.
Yeah, because you see her and she like goes into the area where they grow like the mugwort and stuff, and she kicks everyone out, and she's again looking old, looking gross.
She's like panting.
Yeah, and she like touches her hand on like this invisible like hand sensor panel, and this pillar pops up, and it opens up to reveal Aruna's magic that she somehow got from underneath the tree that was still intact at the beginning of the show, and she like breathes in the magic or whatever, and it makes her young. So it's full Mother Gothel with something that did fall from the sun, just like Entangled.
Though the ending of the episode has me even more curious now because at the end she went full drug addict because she didn't want the witches getting Aruna's magic and huffed all the magic.
Quite literally, it was a lifeless glass ball.
Yeah.
Like your description was like completely accurate.
It happens every once in a while.
You good?
Baby.
No, I'm gonna be completely honest. This episode was so boring.
I thought it was actually kind of interesting
I just
as things started to collide.
it felt like episodes 1 through 3 were like snail's pace. And then episode 4 was just like, oh crap, we only have it's halfway through the season, things actually need to start happening. So then we decided to go at the speed of a bullet train instead of like a snail's pace. And like I guess it was interesting, but also at the same time it was like sensory overload. Like we just got so much information.
Yeah, I can
But like
see
also nothing happened.
you're not wrong there. And from what I'm seeing right now, I think this series would have been better off as a movie.
Yeah.
You could have evened out the pacing a little bit more.
And cut off one of like the like
One of the side plots,
there we go. I was like
the school thing.
oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm so happy that the school thing's taking a back burner. 'Cause
Same.
that part was kind of stupid to me.
It was kind of cute though to see um like she's doing well in school, the witches are teaching her magic, a lot of good things are going for her. And that's where the plot kind of came back in line, but other than that, they didn't make a huge significance out of that story plot anymore.
Well, I mean, except for this like butting heads between Mima and that one dude I can't remember. Like it's like they're trying to hint at like enemies to lovers type thing, you know? There's like, oh, they just secretly like each other type deal, and I'm like, you're going about that way wrong. This just needs to be removed. It's no longer plays a role.
Yeah.
But in terms of the actually interesting storyline between like the witches and stuff, I loved the opening with like the water guardian.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool.
That one was like
Juno, right?
yeah, Juno, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, like you open like the show opens up. So like every time the show opens, it always starts off in like the 1700s and starts giving you a glimpse of like what life was like back then. And stuff like the first episode you saw like how like the tree was formed and stuff.
Yes, door.
Last episode it was the cat, now it's the door.
I know. Yeah.
Last episode Percy.
Oh right.
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that before Sean came in, and I was like, yeah, it was funny because last episode there was Percy.
Oh my goodness.
We had a cat in here.
Yeah. Last episode we talked about The Lion King for its 30th anniversary. Go check it out.
And if you want a feline's point of view, listen in.
Yeah. We had a cat give us opinions.
Like, subscribe, watch my cat. He's cute.
He is very cute. I feel bad I wasn't there, but I was very pregnant, very not feeling good.
Well, that and we were exhausted from the drive-in the night before.
Yeah, but that was fun.
That was fun.
It was super fun. I don't get
Check
lost
out the
sleep generally.
pictures. Yeah, check out the pictures of like our little setup for watching The Lion King on
Yeah,
Instagram.
We made like a whole thing, and we
yeah.
talked about it in that episode, but like
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
I still have some of the Credelli chocolates.
Anyways, no,
I'm drooling. Don't
so
mind me.
yeah, the episodes always open with like a little glimpse in the past, and like after the first episode, the last three episodes, so episodes 2, 3, and 4 opened up specifically like each guardian witch and stuff. And this one focusing on Juno, and she was like training like three kids, like using water magic. It was real cute. And like all the others, you see like those people in red that are like anti-witches, blah blah blah. And like she creates like a big puff of like blue smoke or whatever, and they like run off. And yeah, it was just
I want to know though if because corporate lady wears red too.
mm-hmm. It gets really interesting seeing that because that she's the only one that wears that red.
Yeah.
Really good at like, I don't want to say color theory, but they're really good at like placing each like of their characters with a color.
Mm-hmm.
Disney, okay, so obviously we've listened to pieces of the Wizards of Waverly podcast. But they talk about color theory in the episode and the fact that each character during the episode could not have the same color. Like their outfits had to be very distinct.
Mm-hmm.
And so Disney tries to coordinate color specifically.
That is true. Well, and color has a huge place with Disney. Like you'll notice, like they do it a lot, even in their parks, of like
Mhm.
having like the tops of like buildings be blue or whatever to like
Match
blend
the
in with
sky.
sky and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm with you there, honey. I'm with you
We're
there.
all there before.
Hmm.
Oh God.
Also, unrelated note, tell us what you think of Jonelle's new color.
I'll try and like get in.
It's like a bluish, dark brown, like blackish.
The box literally said blue black.
Oh,
Also, I don't use like the box dye. Like it's the actual ones where you have to mix it with developer and pour it out of the tube.
mm. And then Megan's glorious new haircut.
Yes,
Done today.
because
Sean, you need something new.
Nothing. Okay. I'm getting the child.
yeah, I decided that I was going to cut off my really long hair because I'm going to give birth soon. Surprise.
Mhm.
And I was like, my long hair was just not,
Mm-hmm.
it was getting like a hassle to do, which I know that some people were like, or really enjoy that, but like it would take me 10 to like 15 minutes to comb out my hair every day because it would just get like so ratted up. And so I was like, nope, it's time for it to go. And when I have a newborn, I'm gonna have even less time to take care of my hair.
Yeah, that you don't want them pulling on your hair.
Yeah, I'm trying to grow out my hair because I want to have it cut again, but like I want it cut to the length that's already at, and I know if I get it cut now, they're gonna take a little bit off for styling, and so I'm trying to grow it out so I can get it styled.
Mm-hmm. But no, with this episode, like I loved the training sequence of like Mima learning like to like use her magic and everything. That was like it made me so happy.
That gave me like what is oh my God, Wendy Wu.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior.
Yeah.
100%. As soon as you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed.
Or like Cadet Kelly type of vibes, just
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Like that very Disney home-esque of it's training time.
Montage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Montage it.
I just wasn't like I liked
Give us criticisms. Do it.
the like interaction within the characters. The special effects was really bad.
I think the special effects.
I think they were mid.
mid.
I mean, the water at the beginning of the episode was really good, but
That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, they like hype up this magic so much. And it just was like pastel sparkles.
I think it's really nice seeing that, like, because you notice, like, with the Descendants and the Witches. I'm trying to hold it as I get because of you two. But no, you see from like the Descendants and the Witches, like the magic is not meant to be like Wizards of Waverly Places type of magic, where it's like I'm gonna do this because it's fun, make my life easier, woohoo. It's very much shown like a respect to nature type of
Yeah.
thing. So where like I'm happy it's not super grand or whatever. And it's just like more on the laid back side and everything. The stuff with the tree, that was a lot. When they first made the tree in the first episode, that was a lot and stuff. But it's like it's nice to see it being a little more subdued to me, knowing that like there's a lot more like caring about like nature and all those things.
Also, very side note, Sean, we're getting an energy drink when we hang out tonight.
If you're wondering where I will be sleeping.
In bed, being pregnant,
True.
We'll probably
growing a baby.
True.
me and Jonelle will probably be child gambling. We call it child gambling. We call it child gambling because we basically will go to like a kids arcade, like Chuck E. Cheese, or like a casino nearby has like a kids area.
There's this clown game.
This clown game.
We're obsessed with it.
We'll just like throw balls at the like we'll team up on one station and like just try and get as high as a score as we can, trying to get the jackpot. And we go ham on that game and we do very well.
And so then what do you do with all your tickets?
We save up for something cool.
What?
I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet.
I know. So we're going out to Northern Quest again?
Possibly.
Okay.
But anyways,
You can tell this episode was like mediocre because we're like, we'll do anything not to talk about it.
Another topic.
I mean, it's just hard. Like, there's not a lot to talk about. I mean, like, the biggest important thing really is just,
Mother Gothel.
well, there's the Mother Gothel tangled piece of it, but with that same character, there ends up being a meeting between her and Hera, the leader of the Descendants clan. Because what you know, there's a small cutscene with the Descendants where they're holding basically a funeral because someone died. Because the whole thing is they don't have wild mugwort, they need it to live, and this one company is the only one allowed to produce it.
And she was like, hey, I'll let you buy it at a discount. And she's like, you can't do that when it depends on people's lives.
Yeah, she makes a very good argument of like, I don't know how people will want to like partner with you if you're gonna say a side effect is death.
Yeah.
Like that corporate manipulation move right there, I loved because it's true. Like the suit needs it to survive, and so they end up making a deal of like, okay, I will give you guys access to the production. You can't plant it and grow it yourselves, but I will give you access to what we produce as long as you basically make this really good statement for me.
Also, very side note, because this door really has me distracted.
Same. My
It's constantly
ADHD.
going off, and I don't know why we haven't had this issue.
Yeah, I know.
If the light goes off, I'll be mad.
Okay, actually, give me your microphone. Go walk like back and forth 3 times, so it knows like. Meanwhile,
This door bothers us so much.
know.
I'm like half tempted to like now like buy something so we can keep a door counter every episode now on how many times the door makes that stupid noise.
If it's picking up on the microphones
I
at
don't
all,
think it is.
I doubt it is. But if it is, I'm gonna make a counter on this video. I will listen for it when I'm editing, and I will make a little counter that shows up like
Okay, how about we just
here, right there,
at Sean's knee?
right there on my knee, this area with my knee.
I mean, we also got some like space over here by my hand. You know, there's nothing really much right here.
Yeah, that's a better spot. By where Jonah's hand is, there'll be a counter. You guys will already know that already, but by the time you get in this pod and the episode, like here we are.
So future episode, pay attention to the counter right here. Right here.
It starts now, but like in future episodes, if people ask about it, we're just not going to say anything.
Just say Magica de Aruna episode 4. And then put in the timestamp of whenever this is.
Mhm.
And then they'll know.
No, if as you can like, if clearly I don't cut anything out when I edit these episodes. You guys,
You're getting full unhinged.
you get full unhinged. We do have bloopers. We do have bloopers.
We need to start posting those shorts.
I think the blooper should go on the Patreon.
Okay.
Well,
So we
top
do
business.
Go check out the Patreon.
We also have this little like conspiracy theory thing of our own is like if we don't do a test recording, then something wrong is going to happen with our video.
Yeah, we've had lots of like issues with like technology going wrong somehow, whether that's sound, whether that's my computer, whether that's the camera.
And this is specifically if we don't do a test recording in the episode. So now we've made it a routine to like make sure we do a test recording.
Mhm.
Anyways, today's was pretty funny, but like other ones we've had hook to spit on that thing. Oh, we should do another one of like the frog going doo doo. Or do we have one of that?
Child, I'm sorry for what you're hearing. Any thoughts?
Hook to. No.
He's kicking.
He loves it. Yes.
No.
No, his feet are right here, and so it's just kick, 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 kick.
He's excited.
Oh yeah, he always is. He's either like having a rave in there, or he's sleeping.
Wait, so is he like fully in position, you know, like head down?
Like he's head down. Like we had a little visit to the hospital and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yeah,
The doctor was like checking and stuff, and even she was like, "Holy crap, he's low."
like really low.
So
Yeah, no, he is down. His head is facing downwards. He's like really close to the cervix. It's not scary or anything.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying.
babies.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm excited to meet the little guy, but at the same time, it's also like my worst fear is to be somewhere that's not at my house and like at work and be like,
I mean, it's just across the street.
but like
At work.
at work, being like, oh, by the way, hey, boss, my water broke. I need to go.
Mhm.
Calling Sean up at work and be like, hey, y'all.
Yeah.
What if you are at work and you go into labor?
Well,
It's my
luckily,
biggest nightmare.
This is why I have it. My goal is to have my schedule be like on the weekends,
Uh-huh.
so that way I'll be off like 4 days of the week when she's at work, so I can drive her to and from work and have the car so I can get her.
Um,
There'll just be one day of overlap where I hope you're comfortable driving to the hospital on.
all right, little kid, don't come on that specific day.
I
I did the math. There was like a 7.63%
Jeez.
chance of that time period being when he comes. It was like a 92 point whatever of me being available any other time.
I already have decided that like I'm just gonna send out mass text or message to like all my friends, be like, is anyone available for a phone call if I go into labor? So I could just talk to someone and be like, I am going into labor and I am driving down the street and I need someone else to be there.
But no, like
I love how off topic we just
I
come.
don't know how we can be on topic. This episode had a lot of good things in it, but it was cut off too short. It was preceded by a lot of stuff that we're just trying to figure out.
Yeah, and we're not going to find out till the next episode.
Or the next 2 episodes.
I think what we can do though is let into some theory making.
But hey,
Theory making.
Theory.
It's a game theory reference.
or
Oh.
film slash food slash style.
Yes. We
Theory.
love you. We love you, theorists. Anyways, so the ending we saw. So when she like boss lady like drained like all the magic out of Aruna, sniffed it all up. I swear she was doing drugs. You afterwards like you see her like she's like hacking over, like she looks like she needs to go to the hospital almost. And at the very end, it cuts to her. She like all of a sudden is like, okay.
Oh, yes, she got evil eyes.
Her eyes turned like blood red.
Yeah.
What do we think's gonna happen? Because we
Well-
have 2 episodes left.
Okay.
The cloud also went gray.
Cloud was like abnormally gray. The witches were all weak. Mima was fallen over. She has red eyes. This magic.
Witches are going to have to fight evil corporate lady.
Well, the sun would intermittently go away, and that started with when Aruna like first like disappeared, and it's now Aruna's like dead. The magic is just like that. So, what do we think the next like couple episodes are gonna be like?
Okay, I have a joke answer.
Please.
Okay, so Sean and I have been watching Lucifer, the TV show on Netflix. And so the main character, Lucifer, when does this thing where his eyes go red and like people start freaking out. So my joke answer is that business lady's going to turn into the devil.
What is your greatest desire?
To have an easy labor.
I was gonna say to get that baby out.
Oh my gosh.
Every time sorry, we're getting more off topic about this, but like when I watched Lucifer, like every time he asked that, I was just like, man, what if Lucifer asked me that question? And I'm like, what is my greatest
Oh my
desire?
God, I think about this every single episode, and every single time I have a different answer. I'm like, oh gosh darn
I
it.
don't think I have one. I think I just need Lucifer to like get it out of me on my own. Because I don't think I could get it out on my own.
I don't think so either. What's Boss Lady's greatest desire? We're just gonna go full. We're gonna go full Lucifer with this episode.
Okay.
What's the greatest desire of this Boss Lady?
Obviously, she wants to stay young.
Mm-hmm.
She wants that she wants that power.
Live forever.
I don't know if
Be Mother
I
Gothel.
think she wants full world power.
I
Like she's channeling like world magic. Has control of the only plant that those that can use magic need. And is trying to be like the ringleader with getting world leaders to partner with her.
Can I just say that for someone who we're supposed to despise a lot, she is the most boring woman ever, and she just looks like an Edna Mode from Wish.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I love that description. But you're right. She is like the most boring character.
She's just like, I'm a mean corporate lady and I have all the mugwort.
I think all of these characters are kind of
Man.
lackluster.
Except for Ariel.
Yeah.
Okay, that high five between Ariel and
Let's not mention the group selfie.
That was hilarious.
Ariel was the best part about this episode because like
Group selfie?
they had this moment where they were like, Mima, we're gonna train you. Get ready. And they're like all folks, and you just see Mima and Ariel just go like behind Lachifa's back, and it's so funny. And then like before they're like going out on their adventure to find Aruna with the map from the last episode, Ariel's like, we should get a selfie, and they're like, what the selfie? And like they're all smiling. Lachifa's like,
Yeah, all the witches had, besides Mima, have like the most like confused face. And it's hilarious.
it's so funny. Well, at least like Juno and not Estelle,
Chloe.
Chloe, like
They actually did smile.
did smile. But Chifa was the one that was like, huh?
That's gotta be like I would definitely hang that up. Like that would be one of the best.
Here's one for the history books, kids.
Okay, next time you're in a group photo. Oh.
Be the one that makes the huh? Do it. We'll make it a challenge. Social media challenge starting right here.
Hashtag, huh?
But it needs like 4 U's. Huh?
I was gonna say hashtag selfie gone wrong.
Actually, the 4 U's would make a lot of sense for episode 4 of Aruna.
Oh my god.
I told you I have good
We
ideas.
need to recreate this photo.
Oh.
Huh?
We're gonna fight over who gets to be the huh.
I'll smile. Oh my gosh. Actually, I do have a gripe with Ariel this episode.
Ooh.
I know, hot take, hot take. So, the whole thing with Ariel this episode
He's
is
secretly in love.
With Lachifa.
have you seen his journal? It's kind of creepy. With how much he knows about these witches that were like supposed to be dead. So, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, Mima did almost like kill him last episode.
Okay, so back to Ariel. Listen, he has one job this episode, and his job is to convince like the mom of Mima that like they're going out for a bike ride. And he doesn't even do that.
No, he did. He told his grandpa. He told his grandpa, and his grandpa was like, "Oh yeah, they're out for a bike ride." Oh well, okay. Mima needs a little bit of credit because I love Mima's growth that we've seen. Like first episode,
This very sheltered child.
very sheltered, very self-conscious, very nervous, anxiety child.
To Wendy Woo.
Homecoming warrior.
Wendy Wu from Wish. No, because
How do I
well, it's like she like
make
try
a
to-
plan
Out of you. Even though that's the wrong movie.
Well, yes, but you know, same theme, you know,
but like
of montage.
like we almost like you saw it, like she would try to hide the gold curls. She was completely against the idea of being magical.
Fuck hiding them curls. I'm done.
Like she threw that like hairspray can or whatever in the trash. And like she was like owning using the magic, using it in class to help keep herself calm. Like and hell, she took out like 6 security guards straight to cause herself to pass out, but it was worth it. Like she is owning it.
Yeah.
I gotta give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Like
Mom seems upset though that she threw away that can.
To be fair, if I was in the mom's position, and I'm not just saying this because I'm pregnant, I would be pretty upset too.
what the fuck is going on with my daughter?
I mean, yeah,
what am I missing?
like that, but also like magic is not like outlawed, but like it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's not like looked like highly upon.
Mm-mm.
And like the descendants of the witches are kind of like looked down upon in society.
Mhm.
So, I mean, they're trying to cover it up for her own safety. And so it's kind of like to find out that your child's like not protecting themselves, I'd be really, really worried.
I mean, I get it, but also we don't get a hint of them protecting her. They see it as odd. They don't want her looking like one of the descendants. It's a bad thing. It's shaming. Because the descendants are looked down upon in such a way as like their own like ethnic group that it's shaming her for potentially looking like one of them.
Okay, yeah, I know. I was just saying what my gripes as a parent would be. I'd just be so worried. I'd be like, honey,
I mean,
what are you doing?
I did it, but like
I'm practicing magic, Mama.
I'd also be
Well-
very concerned.
since apparently like she
I don't
like,
think the mom
changed-
knows that she's practicing magic though.
I
Oh,
don't
not
think
at-
anyone
not at all.
knows.
Yeah, no.
Besides, like,
But I find it interesting that like she has the ability to manipulate emotions basically. So like, if the mom were to be upset, she could be like, "No, you're not. Try again.
Jedi.
Thought you were mad at me,"
Jedi.
Turns
my
out you
powers.
love me.
which is scary to me to think that like they have someone that can do that. Like,
Yeah, that feels really overpowered. Like minerals, water, talking to plants. I can change your entire emotional state.
well, and I think it's a little bit more complex than just changing an emotional state because like she got to test it out on Lachifa, and you could sort of had to do with memories. Like she was sad, like really like a fearful spot because of the memories they had, and then she like changed the memory she was focusing on to the happy side of it, you know? So it's like don't focus on the fear side of it, focus on the happy. So I think it's just redirecting the focus of the emotion on a situation.
Kind of like an Inside Out too, with those um shifting, like when you see a core memory go sad because sadness touch it,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
like that used to make me so happy and like sad, and then nostalgia coming in the door.
when we all came up to headquarters. That was 5 seconds ago, nostalgia.
Get out of here.
Back to the basement.
We won't need you for another few years.
Love you, nostalgia. But no,
Oh my
like
gosh, she won't stop kicking.
I think
Hey, baby. Stop it.
stop floundering around in there.
I have a flounder on my shirt.
Dad puns. I'm training. I earned my dad license. I've done grilling. I put the stroller and car seat together. I just have to install it. Wish me luck. I'm still working on my dad license. I need the New Balance shoes though. White New Balances.
I was like, so the white tennis shoes?
The white New Balance shoes. Yes. With the red Hakuna Matata shirt that every dad wears in Animal Kingdom.
With the ankle or calf high?
Calf high.
Oh,
And the khaki pants.
Sean.
It's not khaki pants, it's the shorts.
Oh.
Jonah's groaning in pain.
I'm going to be the cool aunt.
You're gonna fight for that spot. There's a lot of people that want that spot.
Do I get godmother?
No.
Oh.
We adore you, but
Okay, cool aunt I am taking.
but no.
He's going to be a stud.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna stop at Ace. He's gonna be at
She
Ace.
said it. That's our inside joke. A stud.
Huck too. Anyway,
By the way, it is a very inside out, or like a very inside joke.
No, do we have anything else we really need to add to it? Like,
oh yeah, there's actually one really important plot point that I'm gonna bring up right now.
Okay.
I'm losing here.
Because I was about to go, the stud.
No.
Okay, so like we remember Hera. Hera.
Yeah.
She's like the new leader. Well, there was an old leader. I can't remember his name, so we're gonna call him
I think
Dan.
it's a Connie.
Connie. And there's like the nephew that like traveled with him. So Connie decides he's gonna take matters into his own hands to help the tribe, although they kicked him out. And so he decided to infiltrate the place where the mugwart
Mugwort.
sorry, then I think Harry Potter is. So he breaks in, and so this like child genius is helping him like get all the like information from the computers, and there's like this big meeting with all the world leaders, and he like steps in and is just like, I'm gonna mess with your plans. He like was rebellious and like good for him, but like he also like didn't do much other than like the descendants don't support you.
Yeah, he like infiltrated this like meeting with like the world leaders and stuff where Hera was like, "Oh yeah, we're like making this deal. It's all good." And he just breaks into it from a different computer. And it is like, "Oh gosh, no, we don't stand by
Support this.
We don't work with corporations, blah blah blah." And he somehow gets away with it.
Yeah, the
Again, this show
That was an unneeded side plot.
I
It's-
agree.
it's very unneeded, and I understand. I understand like the feud between the two leaders, Hera and Akane, because Akane's trying to move things forward, just trying to focus on saving the tribe, while Akane's trying to maintain tradition. But I feel like that could be a season 2 narrative.
If there's even gonna be a season
Think
2.
about it. But you know what I mean, though? Like, if this was like a good show and stuff, that'd be a good like building off point of like the traditions of this group of people, magic, the mugwort, all that stuff. You know. Here is 2023.
Or oh.
God darn it!
Casper.
The door stopped and the light goes off. Okay, I think you're ready to call it.
Me too.
The door said so.
Yep.
And the baby.
And the lights. So, yeah. Sorry, episode didn't have a lot.
Hey, it has more of our friendship.
It has more friendship of Disney. That sounds stupid. I'm sorry, guys. No, that's stupid.
It has more.
Witty banter.
Witty banter.
Witty banter. Okay, can we go? Because I'm hungry.
Are we also going on a food run after?
Probably.
Ooh.
Bye, guys.
Bye.